be my girlfriend? Please.
So, guys, I am going to Vegas for the first time. When?
The 24th
The 24th.
through the 28th.
Okay, you wanted to. You did.
You said.
I'm still up, nigga.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah, come on, eat it. Yeah, eat that dog snack. Eat that dog snack. Chew it. Eat it. Okay. Eat this dog snack.
Yeah! W Rashad in the chat. Let's go! Don't be mad.
You're done.
It's for entertainment purposes only. Are you dumping me?
Because he's tarnishing what the fuck you got going on your brand outside of him. At the end of the day, I already told her, you got a motherfucking brand, and that nigga gotta understand. He don't need to be making your brand look fucking crazy. So I'm not just talking like, oh, I'm only just saying that, you know what I'm saying? I told her, I said, no shade. Like, if I was still doing my TikTok messy videos, I would have talked about the shit too. Because it's just like, what? You know what I'm saying? So I understand. But at the same time, she also didn't pick to be a part of the beat. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm not just picking one side. You know what I'm saying? I said the same shit to my sister. I talked to her as well. And I explained to her as well. Like, you gotta understand, you got a brand outside of this nigga. And God forbid if y'all ever split up, you can't make your brand, tarnish your brand for a nigga. It's just not. That's it. And I love CJ, he cool, but like I told her, I said, you gotta, if he can't respect that, y'all gonna have to cut the live shit. The live can't go. You gotta cut the whole tops of the live shit, you gotta cut that out. Because you're looking crazy. No shade, you kinda sick right now. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? That just is what it is.
And it's gonna go over a lot of y'all heads, but CJ so cool, spitting on time. He just dominated her. That's why spitting is very disrespectful. When somebody spits on you, they are literally dominating you. So don't ever tolerate nobody spitting on you. And it's gonna go over a lot of y'all heads.
A warlock steals the personality of each woman he comes in contact with. In fact, he used a woman's personality to get you. Once he discards you, or once you discard him, he's going to use your personality to get the next supply. Warlocks have no identity. They don't know themselves. They're very empty. They have no empathy. They have no love. They gave demons permission to take over their entire vessel. Because of this reality, they have to rely on other people's personality to build them up an identity. When you first meet a warlock, you think they real charismatic, they loving, they providers. You know, they be future faking, so they sell you this dream. Y'all finna move in together. Y'all finna go on vacation, get married. Whole time, that's not them at all. They listened to what the last woman wanted. They monitored how the last woman acted. They studied what the last woman did, and they created a false identity to get you. Warlocks cannot keep up a mask for too long, so after a while, you'll start to see what's really going on. Find out that they selfish, rude, disrespectful. They're draining. They make you feel exhausted. The headaches and stomach aches be on 10,000. They really just take you through there. Once you get away from a warlock, please, for the love of God, stay away. They are as demonic as it gets. When you go back to a warlock, they have no problem at all finishing you off. Their minds only accept downloads from demons. They will and always have abided by those demons' rules. And all those demons know is kill, steal, and destroy.
Warlocks target women so they can swap out their bad karma for their good karma. So warlocks aren't dumb. They understand that women, divine feminine, they have discernment, but what they do is they love bomb you immediately. Some of you guys fall for it. You're promised a life with someone that is coming across as very charismatic, but the whole time that person is with you, your life is getting worse and their life is getting better. You're starting to look worse and that warlock is starting to look better all around. So they have bad karma and your energy is shielding that person. and they aren't giving you anything in return. So they're just siphoning, and they're only there for your energy. They only like you on that conditional basis. Once you no longer have said energy, they will devalue you and then end up discarding you. And then once you are trying to figure stuff back out, get your power back, they will try to come back. And at that point, that is your test. Are you going to let them back into your life? Or are you going to learn the lesson and move on to something better?
These are the top signs that he's a warlock. Flashing money on social media, warlock. Talking about money 24/7 on social media. No, not talking. Bragging about money 24/7 on social media that they got, warlock. Drinking, smoking, partying 24/7, warlock. Trying to sleep with you the first night that he meets you, that's an obvious one, warlock. Trying to use money and resources and material things to manipulate you to sleep with him on the first night, warlock. Those are the top signs. So watch out and save yourself.
Yo, so I'm making this video because I'm trying to help people. I'm trying to protect people who don't know what the fuck is going on in their life. So I made a video a long time ago about how witches and warlocks like to use a honey trap. So I'm gonna try to summarize it in a quick video so it's not too long. But basically this is their whole MO. This is what they do. This is not the only way that they do things, but basically the first MO is they want you to trust them, right? Because they can't do anything to you if they don't have access to you or your energy, right? So usually that comes in the form of family members, friends, or the most popular, which would be a lover, right? So they want you to trust them. They'll love bomb the shit out of you. Whether it's a friend and they're giving you a bunch of gifts, or it's a partner and she's just spending all his money on you, or he is, or whatever, right? They gotta make sure that they get you in their grasps so that way they have access to you. After that, they will literally play the part. Most of them don't even like or love you, but you have the energy that they desire, that they require. So after they get you to trust them, then they'll try to sabotage you, right? But you won't realize it because, like I said, they want people that's easy to manipulate. So once they have access to your energy, they're draining you dry. And then once that happens, they'll isolate you. So they'll try to get you away from your support systems, your family, your friends. You feel me? Once they do that, now they have full access to you and you have no one there to help you besides your fucking ancestors and any other spiritual beings that's protecting you. But still, so they isolate you. So now you're away from everyone. They'll probably try to get you to move out of state or country or whatever the fuck. So you have nobody except for over the phone or texting. And then once it gets to that point, that's when they start hitting you with all types of spells. And it depends on their objective. Sometimes they could just be trying to, most of the time, they're trying to destiny swap. And the way destiny swap works is they use your energy to don't worry about my face, by the way. I just washed it. I gotta put moisturizer on. But they use your energy to fund their lifestyle. So literally, you'll notice that they're winning. Like they're getting new cars, new homes, just all these different advances in their life while you're getting nothing. You're just doing the bare minimum. No matter how hard you try to progress, you're just doing exactly what they want you to do, basically. They want someone they can control. They want you to work at certain places, live in certain places. Like they just want to control everything. They want to play God in your life. So it's like, you notice they're winning, you're losing. And it gets to the point where they break your spirit down enough from draining you dry and sabotaging you and attacking you without you even realizing it because you trust them. All in the spiritual realm, by the way, and in the physical. You just, like I said, unless you pay attention, you won't notice it. So they break your spirit down, and then once they're done with you, literally, I'm not joking, they will try to kill you. It may not be in the physical. They may put something on you. They may use a death spell or send an entity your way that will fucking unalive you somehow. Or I'm trying to think, what else? Sometimes they'll do it themselves. But usually that'll manifest in the form of a nightmare. And the nightmare will very much give you exactly who the enemy is. You'll know exactly who it is. The universe is protecting you. So, like I said, but that's how they do it. That nightmare is supposed to scare you. And most people would probably believe the nightmare and think, fuck, is that really going to happen? You know? And you feed that fear into it, and that's where they get the power to actually attack you. The more you feed fear into it, the closer it gets to damaging your soul. You feel me? Once it gets past your spirit and it hits you, you're cooked. I'm not saying you're going to die or nothing, but I'm saying, like, but that shit's going to hurt. It's going to fuck you up. If you don't know what's going on, it's probably going to work even faster. And then your life's just falling apart. People that you love are dying, or something, just bad shit happening to them, and you don't know why. You just living in a hell that doesn't make any sense. You're like, why does your life suck this bad? And it don't gotta be people dying. It could just be shit not going good for you. You could just be stuck in poverty. Like, think about it. They put spells on you. They can put a spell on you that makes you really, like, it changes your perception of money. Money is energy, right? Infinite. So you don't have to chase money. You don't have to grind super hard all day, every day to get money. It comes to you. You detach from money because it's not as important as society wants to believe. That's the whole thing. That's the spell right there. You change your belief systems, I'm telling you. And watch how people just start giving you money. Like, you just always have what you need whenever. And you don't have to worry about it no more. You know, things just start going your way. Opportunities start hitting you the way they're supposed to. But my point is, like, they can have a spell on you that every time you get low on money, you immediately do, like, let's say you have just enough money to pay your phone bill or something. You're not going to spend no more because you think you're not going to have any more money anytime soon. But if you change that belief system, you're always going to have the money. You could buy whatever you want. If you want something, you just go and get it. You don't have to fucking listen to whatever that spell is telling you. It's telling you, hey, oh, nah, you can't afford that. Just don't spend it. Oh, you're not going to have any more money until next week. You don't know when you're going to get more money. It's always the most negative thing instead of maybe I'll just have the money. You know, something, some way, somehow, some way, I'll have what I need. You feel me? Instead of a positive outlook, you have a negative outlook because that's the point of the spell. So like I said, to summarize all of this shit, bro, they will get you to trust them. Then they'll isolate you. Then, like I said, they will try to take you out. Once your use is up, they will try to take you out. Either they will try to kill you, or they will try to put you in a shitty position in life to where you're miserable and they're constantly feeding off of that misery. And if that doesn't work, that's when they try to unalive you. And then when that doesn't work, then they try to go after the people connected to you, like your family, your loved ones. And then when that doesn't work, well, before that, I missed a spot. I missed a step. Before they even try to do anything to you, they'll try to control how other people view you. So they hit you with a smear campaign or a humiliation ritual. And then usually that would be enough for you to like unalive yourself or just be miserable and give them the energy they want. But if that's not enough, that's when they try to take you out. And when that doesn't work, they try to go for family. And then when that doesn't work, guess what? That shit backfires on all of them and they start dropping dead. They start losing opportunities. They start suffering. Moral of the story is, they have no power over you or anyone. And once you realize that and take your power back, don't feed into the fear, they're done. You watch the universe reveal to you all of the enemies that you didn't even know were enemies, because they're all going to start suffering. And a lot of them are going to be reaching out to you because they want your energy. Because they realize once you detached, their life started to fall apart. You don't realize how many people are living off of you, your energy. wondering why you can't seem to make it anywhere in life, because these fucking bitches are holding you back. They're crabs in a barrel. They're making sure you never make it high enough to live your best life. And that's what I'm trying to tell people, man. You gotta stay high, bro. Like, smoke some weed or do something that makes you vibrate high. And anyone that disturbs that, cut them off. Because 9 times out of 10, they're doing it on purpose. I don't care how much you love them, how long you've known them. A lot of people are not your friends, and they do not mean you well. I don't care how close you are with them. And it took me a long time to realize that, and it sucks, because it's like, life is so isolating once you come to terms with that. And then sometimes you try to help people because you realize other people you know are in a similar situation dealing with this magic shit, and they don't even know it. And it's like, if you don't know, if you're not aware, it works better. When you're aware, the spell breaks. It just takes time, but it breaks. So that's why, like I said, man, I didn't think this video was gonna be 10 fucking minutes. I really thought I could summarize this in less than 10 minutes, but I hope y'all made it throughout the whole video, because if you or anyone you know is experiencing this, then I don't want y'all to keep dealing with this. I don't want you to keep living a loop of hell because these evil fucking bitches can't get power from God on their own. The universe, literally everywhere around you, there's power, there's energy. There's no reason that you gotta fuck with people's free will and cause hell in their lives just to fund your life. And people say witches aren't all bad. Maybe most of them aren't. Maybe a lot of them aren't. But most of them will fucking slime you out, and they will not shed a tear. And that's the facts.
CJ is a warlock, and that's why I did not like him. Like, I can't look at CJ. Anytime he pop up on the screen, especially when he join into the lives, I be wanting to sit down and key and watch the lives, but I cannot sit and look at CJ at all. That nigga is a warlock. And it's a humiliation. I feel like it's partially a humiliation ritual / a destiny swap that's going on. And this is all coming up from my intuition right now. Like, that's what I feel like is going on, because I don't understand how this shit just backfired the way that it backfired. Like, I mean, I get that Trent did what she did, but it's so much more behind everything. Like, everybody is coming up to say something to the fucking Taylors now. And I feel like they are being humble. This is my opinion, they being humble. But like I was saying in the first part 1, them Taylors fucked up because they might have been able to argue with anybody on the fucking app, and everybody just give up, just